There we go. The long-awaited 3-inch lift kit for the XJ has finally arrived. The Rusty's kit that I wanted to get has went up $300 in the last 6 months, so I was like, whatever. I'll buy this rough country one, which was at the time, I think it's 600 total shipped, So I got this one, just a 3-inch. We're gonna toss it on the XJ. Get ready for some summer fun. I guess we should see what actually, comes with the kit. Check it out. Obviously, there's leaf springs. To be expected, these are pretty nice. They've got a pretty decent arch on them. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the ones that are on the XJ now are basically flat and S-shaped, so those aren't going to work. Hopefully, all of this stuff is the right part. This shipped. I ordered it obviously at one time as part of the kit, and it shipped in 3 different orders, or 4 actually. Nope, 3. Got these packages at one time, got 1 leaf the next day, and then 1 leaf the next day. So here we go. Got some coils. I thought they would be black. Apparently they're silver. I thought all the rough country stuff was black. It is painted. So that's good. At least at first when I opened it, I kind of thought maybe they were just bare steel. But they're not. Oh, and I've got some bump stops I got to go get. Ouch! Oh, got the stickers. We can throw the rest of this away now that we got the stickers. I'm not sure really about rough country. I've heard kind of good and bad. I've heard people say that they love them. They are the most reasonably priced lift kits basically out there. But a lot of folks have said that they're pretty rough, and the springs don't last very long. They tend to sag a lot more than other springs. Whether any of that is true or not, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you run rough country stuff and how it's held up for you. I mean, it's still a $600 kit for 2 coils and 2 leaves and some of this stuff. This isn't actually big enough to need the sway bar link extensions or, any of that other, drop stuff like the pitman arm or anything like that. It's a small kit. So I think we should be good with just what we bought. And I've also heard that these shocks are not exactly the most forgiving as far as ride quality goes. Again, I don't know. I'm not really an off-roader type of person. Everything that I do is really basic. So if you guys have more experience with this stuff, just let me know in the comments what you think of it and what you would have chosen instead of this kit. Because, I was basically just going off a price. I really don't know that much about this stuff. So if there are any big rough country fans out there, I'm not bashing on it. I just don't know. So let me know. So I ordered these bump stops. These are, I think, the factory size for the XJ. I believe that these are just, basic rubber stuff. They're not anything super crazy. They were $25, just stock replacements. I know that the ones on the Jeep are gone. At least one side is missing the bump stop, so I ordered those anyway. So there we go. Jeep XJ 84 to 01, 3-inch front, 2-inch rear. So it should give us a decent, it's got, obviously pictures. I guess I put these on the shocks. Okay. Got some pictures. I don't really think that there would be a really dire need to use that. They're talking about some different stuff here. Sway bar lowering kit. I don't believe that I need any of this. Slip yoke eliminators are a big deal on these XJs for larger lifts. I don't believe that we're going to be needing anything like that, but it is a thing. You can check that out. Death wobble stuff. Yeah, I don't think I really need anything other than just what's in this kit. let me know, because I don't really know that much about lift kit stuff. So let's get into it. It's a Jeep thing I wouldn't understand. A lot of people say that these aren't real Jeeps. That's the rumor, anyhow. Remnants from our fun snow travels. Yeah, I don't quite get it. Why folks don't believe that these are real Jeeps? I guess because they're not on a frame. It's a unibody truck. Before any of you guys get any ideas, I've already got a new lock cylinder on order. So don't you come over here trying to take my ex-Jeep. Oh, dog. What do you think? Think I should move that? You know what? We're in a Jeep. We don't need to move vehicles. We just need to put her in 4. Man, I can't believe I almost ran into that. I'm not really used to having that avalanche out here. Oh man, we're gonna be having a tough time. Dang. Well, I guess we're gonna be getting wet. There we go. Oh yeah, we got lots of room. Guess we'll start cracking on it. Brand new lug nuts. Puddin' would be proud. Oh, I forgot I needed to put brakes on it. Think they're good to go. These were the original discs that were on this junkyard axle that came with the truck. Like all this stuff is the same. I just threw it on. Once it kind of ground in, it was all right. But I'll replace them at some point. Not right now, though. All right, now, so as far as I know, the only thing holding this spring in is this shock and that sway bar link right there. So once we take this off the top, remove the shock, this should just fall right out. Just stick the other one in. Should be pretty quick. I pre-lubed the shock bolt, which is right there, so we'll buzz that off the top. Should allow the shock to fall down. Worry about the bottom. Well, I think it's easier to take the top one out first, then go for the sway bar. One issue that you can run into is when you're loosening this, just start spinning. Slam you some vice grips on there. There you go. Now we just have to go over and take the other side off. Well, that didn't work. As far as I know, this thing is just supposed to lower down. But I have a feeling that these control arms and all the bushings and stuff are just so stiff that's not letting it swing down. So, I mean, could be the track bar. I don't know, could be that. Anyway, I'm going to do what they say in the instructions. Just put a strut compressor on it. Never use these. These are super special. They're basically death machines. They're no fun, but I'm going to give it a shot. See if it works. That's what they say to do. Put these compressors on the spring, compress the spring, and pull it out. Stick in the new ones. When you're using these, it's not a bad idea to give yourself as much protection as you possibly can. Hopefully if these pop off or slip, it's not going to totally run away from us. Maybe we're supposed to take this out with it. I've always seen them just removed by being just dropped out. Yeah. I don't know. These things were pretty toast. They still work, but they don't work great. There we go. I think it's just stuck. Oh, you lift kit guys probably screaming at me. Just poke it, man. That's not dangerous. So this is the little spring hanger that's supposed to grab onto the bottom of the coil. Wraps around here. I don't know why it was so difficult to get out. It's like it got bound up in here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. That's rubber. This is an OEM brand, so I mean I don't know necessarily if those are super high quality, but they're not the China, you know, the really cheap ones. You know, I don't like these things anyway, so I certainly wouldn't use the cheapest one, like some $19 ones from the internet or something like that. They could take you out pretty quick. Well, there's the difference in them. So it's going to be kind of rough considering it was already hard to get it out of there. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do. Maybe take the top control arms down or something. I'm not sure. Again, I've done these lift kits on Jeeps before. I've never had them stick like this. But, you know, just could be because this was all junkyard stuff that I got on a pallet. Never know. We'll figure it out though, but here's where the bump stops go. They go up in this part. So a little bit of super clean on this. Wiped it off. We're good to go. There we are. One bump stop. Factory bump stop. My camera keeps shutting off on me, so I don't know what the deal is with it. The phone says that it needs to update, so I'll just update it, continue working, come back. We still got the other side to do, so let me fix this damn thing. The screen is broke, so I think it's like sensing inputs that aren't there. I don't know. I need to get a real camera. So I knocked out the pins for these upper control arms right here, so they're just hanging. So right now, the only thing connecting the axle to the rest of the truck is the drive shaft, the brake lines, and lower control arms. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. And I feel like I wasted a lot of time. This is quite a bit safer than the other way, so I'm happy about that. can see there's a pocket down there, right there, that the spring rotates into. So you gotta make sure that's like that. Flip that thing around, bolt it down. That just locks your spring into place. I don't really think it works that great. According to Rough Country, you take off the shocks, the sway bar, pop the old springs out, put the new springs in, call it a day. Definitely not the case. So upper radius arms or control arms, whatever you want to call them, shocks, sway bar, steering shaft, track bar, basically everything except for the lower control arms or radius arms. I'm not sure what they call it on a Jeep. So yeah, everything is basically back on it now. Tons of ratchet strapping to get this axle back aligned. Just playing around for a lot of time. All I got to do now is put my nuts on it. We'll be done. Front will be finished. Check out the Canada Gooses.
You know what? You got a problem with Canada Gooses. You got a problem with me, and I suggested that one marinate.
Well, I got everything on. Springs are on, bump stops are on, track bar is back installed, steering bar, whatever that's called, I don't know. That one's installed. Everything should be tight. Should be good. So all the shocks are on now. Those are good. So just throw on the tires and we should be able to set the front down finally. A little bit of a Carolina squat on it. I managed to score a better used jack than the junk that I had before. So definitely a beefier jack. That's nice. That orange one over there is super old. And it doesn't really work anymore. It doesn't roll. So we're going to be giving this thing a try. Daytona, I think that's a Harbor Freight one. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, better than the stuff I've got now. It's a nice sunny day. It's pretty warm. So we should be able to knock these things out. It's already working out way better than the other ones. Well, as Puddin says, put a little looby-dooby on it. So if you've seen any of the other XJ videos, or if you haven't, I got this vehicle for $200, chock full of parts, junk. Basically built the whole truck. So it should be pretty easy to get this thing off. Shocks, 4 U-bolts, and she should come right out. And these new leaf springs will go right in. Here's to hoping.
I've made a huge mistake.
Getting the leaf springs out itself is going to be, I think it's going to be tough. We'll find out. Try this breaker bar. All right, well, got the bolt out, but the bolt is hitting the gas tank, so I can't drop the spring any lower. That sucks. So hopefully we can bend the shackle up. I'll monkey around with it, see if I can just get another ½ inch, something like that. Pull the spring out. PB Blaster working its magic. There we go. So I think if I swing the spring down, I'll be able to move the shackle backwards and clear that tank. I don't know though. Remains to be seen. So close. There we go. One bolt out. There we go. Done. New versus old. So stock 96, country. XJ, basically 3 leafs, essentially, or 4. This one is 5, big heavy duty leafs, way nicer. All right, let's try to manhandle this pig up in here. If you'll notice on these springs, these new springs, they have a wedge underneath them. You can see it right there. So the wedge is going to kick this axle forward. So if you don't know already, you want your drive line, your drive shaft and U-joints and your pinion and everything to be angled up towards your transfer case. You don't want it to be too flat. You don't want your U-joints to be at more of an extreme angle than they have to be. So with this 2-inch lift in the back, it has this wedge. So the wedge is obviously smaller in the front, which will rotate the axle forward to compensate for the extra lift and put our drive line at the correct angle. So that being said, I'm going to fight this bolt in there. So we want to get this alignment pin in the center of the axle. Axle will move as we move it around, as we jack it up and stuff. So now the hardest part is going to be getting this spring up into there. So that's our plan. Bigger lifts require different hardware. I'm not sure who's watching this and what you all know, but the higher the lift, the more extra stuff you need on your drive line to lower your transfer case down, get your drive shaft angles correct, sway bar links. Lots of different stuff needs to be changed on bigger lifts. This one is a pretty basic lift. There's nothing really too wild and crazy about it, so this one isn't too bad. There we go. Perfect. You guys will have to tell me, what is this? This is super ancient, super old. I have no idea. It sort of works. Works-ish. So if you know what type of wrench this thing is, be sure to let me know. I have no idea where it came from. Don't know really why it's here, but it is here. So we're going to use it. That'll do. I think I should have put this one in first, huh? So the spring could have hung. That would have been smart. It would have been a smarter thing to do. We're going to take the back one off. So this will swing free. That's the plan. Alright, back is hanging. Should be able to see pretty easily now, right? That seems like it went in. Alright, now back to the back. Got to drop the lower one, put the front one in first. I should have known that. But we do it right because we do it twice. Isn't that what Mortsky says? Alright, so a couple swift kicks and the spring seated. Well, one of the issues that we're running into is this alignment dowel, the pin, holds the entire stack together. The nut is too big, so we're just going to take this over and drill it out a little bit. Grind it out. Probably drill it out. I don't know. Grind it out. Figure it out, but it needs to be bigger. Alright, that should work. A little bit more payment to the gods of off-road. There we go. Fits nice. So go ahead and slap these springs in it, or these U-bolts. We should be all set. I'm going to leave these loose until I do the other side, so I can still move it around a little bit. And we'll go over there and do that side. Shouldn't be much. I'm not going to... It's just the same as this, so yeah, I'll just come back to you guys when we're at this part on the other side. All right, this thing's being a fighter. So this is this side, driver's side, left side. Show you what's going on. All right, you saw that bolt up there in the front. On the other side, freaking nightmare. Well, this one is even worse. So I can't get any, I can't just get the impact on it. There's not enough room. Looks like, you can see, this box unibody chassis part here. Okay, there's no access on the backside or anything, so I think that like mud and stuff gets on up in there and just rusts the inside of the bolt or something like that. With a breaker bar, I can kind of move it, but I'm kind of at the point I think I'm going to break it off, so I'm just going to have to keep hitting it with the torch. With the PB, you can see how much is already on there. It's like a friggin' lake. And then I got the back one out, but we're still in the same situation where it's running in the tank. So pretty much everything is going as planned, you know, foobar. So I'm going to keep on going, get this thing out. I've been working on it for over an hour now on this one bolt. So really, just keep on trucking. Well, I'll be. Finally broke loose. That impact gun is toast. It's had it. So she gone. We're ready to go. So this is the last one. I have to drill this plate like the other one. And all we gotta do then is put the spring back in it and do the shocks. We should be good to go. I forgot to share a trick with you. So you can ratchet strap against the body and off of one of the lugs in order to move the spring back and forth to get the eye in the correct spot. I guess I didn't show you that before. But yeah, anyway, so that's it. You just pop it up. This thing's ready to go. I'm ready to connect everything up. Put the U-bolts in. Start on the shocks. Then go back and retighten everything just to make sure, and I think we're good. So I'm kind of glad, because a lot of these bolts took a long time to get out. You know, stuck in there since the 90s. Kind of rough. Better than rust though, so there's that. It's a beautiful day out today. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's way nice. Pretty high. We'll take it outside and get a better look at it. How's it look? Well, the leveling part of it doesn't look like it worked very well. It looks unlevel. It looks like the back's a lot higher. Let me drive it over here and we'll see. It don't look like a leveling kit. It's supposed to be a leveling kit. It's quite a bit higher in the back. It'll probably sink a little bit. Now this is a 3-inch lift. It's supposed to do 3 in the front and 2 in the back. And they say it'll level it out. Yeah, it looks pretty high in the back, but that's all right. This is a country, so this vehicle here is not a 4x4 sport or anything. It doesn't have any skid pans. It was a 2-wheel drive. Was not a 4-wheel drive. Had none of the options for that. So I've slowly been kind of building it up. I've spent lots and lots of time to make it into basically a standard regular 4-wheel drive Cherokee. But I think that it looks pretty good. We'll take it for a ride down the road. Hopefully nothing falls off. We'll see how it works. Yeah, all right, so first drive. Pretty sure everything in the front end's tight. Yeah, it seems like it does all right. A little bit rattly. There might be something up there that I forgot to tighten, but I don't think so. Let's see how it looks. There's some horses. What do you think? Overall, not too bad, right? Yeah, I think I got just enough, just the right amount of really don't care into this thing. I mean, it's still nice. Headliner's toast. This will need an alignment now, but overall, bushings need to be replaced. I ordered some adjustable lower control arms for this the other day, so they should be here in a few days. So yeah, not too bad overall. $200 XJ rides again. So let's see how bad the steering is now. Maybe we'll get some death wobble. Here we go, 45. Steering wheel is straight. It does need to be aligned now. It needs something. But I'll check it out. It's got a little bit of a kind of a resonance to it. Feels kind of loose in the front end, so I'm sure it does need to have some stuff done. I'm not sure exactly what. I mean, this truck hasn't been aligned at all. So I took it from a 2-wheel drive junker on the back of a trailer, converted it to 4-wheel drive, took a junkyard axle, put in it, put a new motor in it, a new transmission, transfer case. Now I put this lift kit in it, and it's never been aligned. So, I mean, I'm sure that it would help out. I'll take it to a guy that I know actually has like real alignment stuff. Let him do it. I think it'll be all right. Guess I'm gonna need a windshield at some point. You can see that glare from all the streaks. That'll be pretty difficult in the evening. All right. I mean, overall, I think it's all right. I don't think I missed anything down here. Sway bar links, I might be able to get those a little tighter. Yeah. Pretty sure there's nothing that I did wrong. Everything's tight. So it just probably needs an alignment. So there we go, the Rough Country 3-inch lift for a Jeep Cherokee XJ. Just direct bolt-on stuff, replace your whopped out springs. Not a bad job overall, and it came out really good. I like it, really rides a lot better. I'm gonna go make an appointment to get it aligned so we can hit some trails with it this summer over at my buddy's house. We'll take you along for some Jeep rides with that, should be fun. You can check out a whole playlist on this basket case $200 Jeep to see how nasty it was when I got it. 2-wheel drive, blown motor, you know, the whole shot, no interior. So check that out, you can watch that, it's pretty cool. Also, there's a playlist on the D150. You'll be getting a video on that pretty soon. It'll be the next one up. But yeah, other than that, thanks a lot for watching. You know, check out the other stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you on the next one.